So with season 2 set to launch tomorrow on January 28th, and by now, you should have pre-downloaded the update or content, whether you're on battle.net or console, for the 1.67 title update. Today, we'll go over Call of Duty multiplayer patch notes for multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. But family, I don't want to hold you no longer. Let's dive in. All right, here we are for the Season 2 overview on January 27th, which is still the patch notes. And it says, welcome to Season 2. It goes on to say, bounty's good, the hunt begins. So let's read further along. It says, Season 2 of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 arrives tomorrow, and the entire road team has a bounty on their heads as payback for recent Avalon operations, thanks to the Tazi crime family. In Season 2, draw your line in the sand and bring in your targets and bounties, dead or alive. So let's keep on moving forward. We already see the story thematic side of this Season 2 right here. So we're gonna keep on moving forward. We see the Season 2 with the roadmap and things like that for Black Ops 6, Call of Duty Warzone, the new weapons, zombies, and all that good stuff. Now, we went through this on the last video, so y'all more than welcome to go check that out. So let's go ahead and move forward. It said we have a new map for multiplayer, and those new maps is Bounty, which is a 6v6 map. We also got Dealership, which is a 6v6 map as well. And we also have Lifeline, which is a 6v6 and 2v2 map as well. And we move further along for our new multiplayer modes. So at season launch, we're gonna have Overdrive. It says kick it to Overdrive, and this charge up twist on Team Deathmatch. The team competes to be the first to reach the maximum number of stars. For more details on this new mode, check out the multiplayer mode section of the patch note, which we will be reaching that here shortly. But in week 2, we will be getting Gun Game. Gun Game is a fan favorite by a lot of Call of Duty players. So let's just keep that in mind. Gun Game will be coming during week 2. Also in the season, we're gonna have our limited time mode, our Valentine's Day limited time mode, which it will come with 2 modes, which one is the third wheel gunfight, and then also it says couple dance off. And then for the third wheel gunfight, it's gonna be a 3v3 type of mode. And then also for a couple dance off, it's gonna be a 2v2. So that's gonna be a W right there. And we move forward for our new weapon, which we did go over. This is gonna be for multiplayers and zombies, and of course it's gonna be for Warzone as well. But we do have the PPSH. It's gonna be our SMG that we will receive during a battle pass. We also have a Cypher 091. It's an assault rifle, which is gonna be for the battle pass. We have the Fing 82. I hope I said that right. That's gonna be an LMG. It's gonna be for the battle pass. And then our event reward, which is gonna be the TR2, which is the FN FAL. It's gonna be our marksman rifle. It's gonna be an event reward, like I already mentioned. So I can't wait to use these weapons. I know y'all can't wait either, though. Hey, it's gonna be amazing to use them. And then for our attachments, our new attachments for multiplayer and zombies, it said we're gonna get the crossbow during the battle pass. For the AEK 973, we're gonna get a full auto mod, but it's going to be an event reward. And then for the Tonto .22, we're going to get a binary trigger. It's going to be an event reward as well. So using these new attachments for the weapon, it should be amazing. It should make the weapon feel more balanced. It should make it more vibrant and used, which we already know the Tonto was already good anyway. But the AEK was supposed to be good. It had the nerf and things like that, but it should be back on point with this full auto mod. That's it's going to be the meta, but it still should be good. And then the crossbow attachment, that just should be just for fun and games, if I'm being honest though. So we just gonna have to see how it is. Then as we move forward along for our new multiplayer perks. Now again, this is out for the season 2. For our season 2 launch window, we're gonna be getting the Slipstream Enforcer, which is gonna be for an event reward. And this raises your base sprint speed at the cost of removing the tag sprint. So we gotta keep that in mind. Although we're getting something good, it may come at a cost. And then for our new score streak, we also are going to get the War Machine. It's going to be an event reward. The War Machine been in the game for a long time, through other cards. So we do get that come season 2 right here for the event reward. Then as we move further along, it says new zombies map, the Tomb. We're going to go over some more things with that though. But first, we got some new operators, which is Vortex, which is going to be coming in a Black Cell, Crimson 1 at launch. Then we got Nocturne for a battle pass, Crimson 1 at launch, and then also the Terminator. They done brought the Terminator back again. We're going to get that within a bundle, Crimson 1, and it's going to be in season as well. And then as we move further along for the new events, we will have the Terminator event, and then also we're going to have the Shadow Hunt event as well. But the Terminator is set to drop from February 6th through the 20th. And then a week later, Shadow Hunt is going to be dropping from February 13th through the 20th. So that's going to be good to have some new events. Keep the game a little fresh so we won't get stale, won't get boring. So them implementing that should be a good W. So let's keep on moving forward as we go over the global side of things, as we get some Ricochet anti-cheat information. So we will go over this to its entirety. No, reading this right here, this paragraph. So let's go over it. It says, as previously discussed in our recent community update blog, we are ramping up our fight against cheaters across both multiplayer and Warzone with new security measures deploying throughout the coming seasons. It says, updates include enhanced detection model for behaviors like aimbotting, stricter account trust and hardware identification to target repeat offenders, and new tools to combat dishonest behavior such as playing with cheaters or attempting to spam report innocent players. Also, it says, we are also focusing on more precise tools, including major updates to the kernel level anti-cheat driver and server-side systems starting this season and season 2 tomorrow. So they got to make sure they deliver, and continuing into season 3. These measures, combined with ongoing improvements and legal actions against cheat sellers, aim to deliver a more secure and enjoyable experience for everyone. So they said we're gonna get some of this good anti-cheat type stuff tomorrow for season 2. And y'all know they have to deliver on their promise, because there's gonna be a lot of people mad in regards to this. So let's keep on moving forward with the battle pass. You see that we have it right here. You know, when we go over here with the progression prestige, we go over a lot of things that they already discussed right there. You're more than welcome to read that. Also for the challenges in tracker and also the near completions, they go down and break down a few things within that. It's a lot to read right there, so I'm gonna let y'all read that. I don't want to even bore y'all out. Then for the camo, it goes on to say players now can equip any unlocked special camo to a weapon as soon as they unlock any 5 military camo for that weapon. Previously, players needed to unlock all 9 military camos for at least one mode to equip special camo. So now, instead of getting 9 military camos once you do 5, which I don't know what the difference is. I mean, it is a difference because it don't take as long, but as long as you get 5 military camos, you can use the special camo. So that's a big W right there. Then it gives a brief breakdown right here what they meant by everything right there. And we move further along for the social and channels. It said it added a favorite only filter to the friends list that can be used to display only favorite friends. So that's good. I've been asking for this and been wanting this for a long time, really since launch, because it's hard to find your favorite friends. Like, what is the purpose of having your friends, favorite, but it's not filtered, and you got to cycle through a whole bunch of friends just to reach your favorite one. So them implementing that and changing that, big W on that one. It also says player might indicate will now appear when viewing the party channel or game channel. Big dub on that. It says sort by progression and sort by rank will now display applicable level or rank icons in the friends list, regardless of which mode the player is viewing the social menu from. It also says Dark Ops calling cards that you haven't unlocked yet yourself will no longer appear as classified when viewed in other players' calling card showcase. So big W on that, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I guess it is good, it's not good. I just need to hear there. I guess it just the aesthetics and the appealing part of it. So them fixing that, big W on that one. Now as we move into multiplayer, we're gonna keep on moving down. It says for the weapons, it addressed the issue where akimbo attachments did not properly display pros and cons. It also addressed the animation pop when using certain muzzle attachment with the GS-45 pistol. And then it goes on to say for all weapons, right here we give us a good old paragraph, so let's get off into it. It says, we have a few global changes landing with the start of season 2 that will affect all weapons. The first is an improvement to the weapon motion reduction on the dexterity perk, which will make weapons feel even more stable while jumping, sliding, and also diving. Big dub on that one. The second is a response to feedback that the weapon animation on respawn can get in the way of combat, which that is very much true. When you come back and you respawn and after dying, you have to get killed because you didn't got your ass whipped. But when you coming back and that weapon being in the way, you get the animation, it just get in the way of seeing your opponent in front of you. So them addressing it as a big W on that one. And it also says aiming down sight, sprinting, or performing other gameplay actions as well. Then it says, lastly, we are tuning down bullet penetration significantly, as we have continued to see cases where bullets are passing through too much cover, our first step in addressing this is to decrease the maximum depth that bullets can pass through for all materials. We have longer-term plans to make bullet penetration more intuitive and consistent, and we'll be introducing further improvements in the future updates. So big dub on that one. It also said weapon motion reduction from the dexterity perk improved from 60 to 70%. Also, weapon raise animation that play on respawn are now fully interruptible. And it also said reduce bullet penetration on all surface types as well. So good. No, those are the things we already read in that paragraph right here. And then for magazine attachments, it got some changes within that. And this magazine attachment for like the Mag 1, the Fast Mag 2, Fast Mag 3, so forth and so on, as y'all can read right here. But we're gonna keep on moving further along. Like for the melee, they removed the screen flash from taking frontal bullet damage while holding a melee. And then for the Goblin right here, let me go ahead and like skim through it real quick. Like it says, like in particular, it says the maximum damage range increase will help with mid-range engagement, and we're given a bit more inflicted flinch than the average assault rifle to reward players who land the first hit. So the Goblin MK2 is definitely getting increased. It was needed so it can be viable to use against other weapons, because right now I guess it hasn't been as viable. So they just want to make it viable against other weapons like Black Ops' weapons and things like that. And so forth with the SMG for the Compact 92 with the 3-round burst mod. And it said our design intent for the 3-round burst mod on the Compact 92 is to give the weapon an alternate playstyle that trades some raw upfront power for more consistent mid-range performances. So them doing that, big W on that one. That's like, they gave it a buff, so it's good to see we are moving in the right direction when it comes to these weapons, because at times, and y'all know this as well as I know, it does become a bit inconsistent. And the shotgun, it got a buff as well for the Marine SP as well. Y'all can read what it says there, but we're gonna keep on moving further along. The more weapons got some buffs too. For the ASG 89, for the Maelstrom as well. Then for the LMGs, for the PU-21, it also got some changes for the pre-fire rate delay improved from 55 ms to 20 ms. So those are the things that is to be taken. You won't know how good or how bad it is, of course, until you get in game. And then for the DM10, the gain twist barrier improvement to the bullet velocity was unintentionally low on the DM10. So they will now be an advantage to using it over the reinforced barrel. So them making that change is good, because a lot of people, really for a long time, since the beginning of like in season 1, they always felt like the gain twist barrel wasn't that good. It wasn't as viable as using it or having it equipped. So now I'm them making them changes. So that's a big W on that one for sure, for sure. Now, and we continue to move forward. They make some changes to the sniper rifle, to the frost line. It got some buffs too, as well as the SVD and the LR 7.62, and for the AMR mod 4 as well. For the pistol, the Strider 22 got some love too, for the bullet penetration improved to match the other pistols as well. I don't know how many people use the Strider 22, but if you did, you're a fan of it, let me know. But I don't know how many people really enjoyed that as well. Now for the special weapon, for the Syringe 9mm, it said it addressed the issue causing unattended sprint to fire modifications with the magazine attachments on the Syringe 99, or let me be more specific, on the Syringe 9mm. My apologies. It says we have updated the attributes on these magazines so that you're in line with the trade-offs that appear on other weapons. So big W on that one, them making them adjustments for that one. And then for launchers, it makes some adjustments as well. It said last but not least, launchers are receiving some major handling improvements to help with general usability and responsiveness. And you know how I feel when it comes to these things, like the gun or the launcher really just feel slow, and they just want to make it feel better right now. But as we move along for the HUD, they already know, and we already said this in a previous video or two, that they made some HUD adjustments. As you see right now, it said address the issue that will occasionally incorrectly display the field upgrade ready state after respawning. Also address the issue where player names would not display beside the speaker icon, which I just experienced that recently as of like yesterday. And also say when speaking in a match. And it said the HUD preset can now set separately for zombies and multiplayer, which they said they want to introduce this as well. So big W on that one. And then there was some progression and XP chaining for search and destroy. We got some challenges right here as well. Score streak, destruction challenges as well that you can more than welcome to go over. It's gonna be a lot to discuss. We got some caller card challenges that make some adjustment, and now that should be fixed within this season 2 update that you're more than welcome to go through as well. The camo challenge for the AK-74, the Vengeance special camo, addressed the issue where the AK-74 drill charge underbarrel launcher would not count toward the unlock requirement. So big W on that one, because I know it had to be known for y'all to use this underbarrel and not get that requirement or get that achievement while using it. So them addressing that is a big W. We had some different daily challenges that was addressed right here. You know, they went from get 3 headshots with a pistol. It was at 5, so they made some big reductions, which is good. You know, getting all these headshots and things like that, especially, you know, headshots was being crazy to get, you know, how they, you know, programmed the game this year on cars. So they made some adjustments right there. So that's a big W that they going in this right direction. And then for the mastery badges, they made some changes for the tactical insertion and also the mastery badge for the used weapon, score streak, field upgrades, or equipment will now appear correctly in the kill count and best plays. Then it says on for the spawns. It says spawn logic has been adjusted to continue our efforts to reduce proximity to enemies when respawning, which was annoying as heck. We have also added the ability to conduct the A/B testing with the spawn chain to evaluate on a smaller scale, and if results are positive, we will roll those changes out globally. This will allow us to be more agile with spawn changes, and we need spawns to be better in general. You know, when you get killed and you spawn right next to an enemy, then get killed again, then get spawned next to an enemy, and then get killed again, y'all know, I know y'all can relate to that, how annoying that is. But as we move forward, for the mode, what they say a limited time mode for overdrive, they give a lot of modes right here for overdrive, for search and destroy, kill order, free for all, kill confirm, and control. They do make some changes within these game modes, which was very, very much needed. And also for the equipment, perks, field upgrades, and wildcards, they address a lot of issues. With one I'll go over, it said address the issue where lethal and tactical equipment inventory will reduce when using danger clothes or tactical expert wildcards, and resupplying with the scavenger perk. So them addressing that and fixing that, big W on that one right there. And also for the score streaks, as we move further along, it addressed the issue where care packages could be captured by teammates at the same capture rate as the owner. The reason why they had to address that, because if you throw a care package down and a teammate come in, he can take your stuff fast too, just like you, and it's not supposed to be like that. It always put the move at a slower rate. I don't know what the duration is, but we know for a long time it's supposed to move at a slower rate. And then we also have some adjustments to the medals as well. Then for general, they have some detailed weapon stats improvements. And we move further along for the movements. It goes on to say, it said reduce collision with teammates. This should improve the ability to maneuver around tight spaces like doorways with nearby teammates. So now when your teammates or yourself are in these tight doorways or closet, whatever it is, and your enemies, or not really your enemy, but your teammate needs to get by you, it'd be more easier rather than it feel like it's feeling clunky or cluttered. And by that time, if you playing hardcore, you're gonna shoot your teammate just so you can get by. So big W on that one. Hopefully it's a significant change that we can tell. And we move further along. For rank play, it says crossplay. We already know this is gonna be a feature to where if you're on console, you can disable it. It says enable matchmaking with all gaming platforms when playing in ranked playlists. And it says for console only, enable matchmaking only with other consoles when playing in ranked playlists. So I know a lot of people who are on PC will be going to console so they can, you know, experience less cheaters, and like, you know, they like the way that now console players can turn off and disable crossplay. So that's a big W on that one. And then as it says for off, it says restricts ranked matchmaking to your current gaming platform only, and will negatively impact matchmaking queue times as well. And then for Xbox, it said for the rank, it's gonna go over the same thing as well that as we mentioned for the PlayStation. So console players, y'all are good. Y'all in luck right now. I ain't gonna even say luck. Y'all are blessed that, you know, we get to turn off crossplay, especially when you playing for rank. So big W on that one as well. Well, it's for rank, so big W. And then it says season 2 weapon evaluation, and it says a lot of things such as at the start of the rank play season 2, the new PPSH-41 SMG and the Cypher 091 assault rifle will both be unrestricted in rank play for a minimum of 1 week. So the season 2 rank setback, it says competitors who are continuing their conquest in rank play for season 1 will notice that their accounts may have been set back as outlined in previous notes. It says every new season rank may be rolled back based on where you entered the previous season as follows, such as bronze or silver. Then they also talk about the gold or platinum, and also diamond rank and above players will start the season 2 at diamond 1. So you gotta revert back. So it is something you gotta deal with. And they did state this when we first started going over this rank play when it got introduced. So, and as you see, the Black Ops 6 rank play season 2 reward, such as the rank camos and weapon blueprint, large decals, and also the calling card. You get this right here. And then as we move further along, you get a lot of things talking about the rank play, the calling cards, the veto vote down is gonna be here for season 2. Also the SR gain and the loss adjustment that it gave a brief description on how that's gonna be adjusted and things like that. And then also for general, it says address the issue that was causing all reticles to appear unlocked in rank play. So them addressing that. Thank you. It's good for the rank players who want to be able to use different type of reticle without any issues. So big W on that one. And I don't know why I said without so many times, but hey, it is what it is. Now we move further along to our zombies. For the map for Citadel de More, it give a lot of issue. Well, it address a lot of issues. As you see, as we continue to move down, it give a lot of issues. And then for like the training cores, how many of y'all really use the training cores for zombies? I'm really curious. My zombie lovers, let me know in the comment section right now. How many of y'all really utilize the training cores? It says it addressed the issue where players could not buy a weapon a second time at Station 5. So they addressed that issue. So if they, once the season drops, let me know if they really fixed that or not. And it also says armor will now be reset when starting Station 5 to prevent the player from being blocked from continuing if they had already purchased Tier 2 armor. So them fixing that, big W on that one. They addressed some issues for Terminus and also for Liberty Falls. So for the directed mode, it said address an issue where the crafting table menu could remain open when dying at round cap. So also the automatic exfil will now begin after the current round, and also the automatic exfil has been adjusted to trigger after 6 hours instead of 5. And we move further along, the general playlist update, they address some issues for that one. The gameplay as well, they address some issues for some weapons as well. Like, let me go back up to the gameplay. It say players who are kicked for inactivity in co-op game will have their loadout, essence, and salvage restored upon rejoining the match. So that's good for you all. And also for the weapons, it says address the issue where single fire mode will not count toward slaughter medals. So man, god dang, boy, it's crazy how it be so many issues within each mode they gotta continue to fix all the time. Now, as we move further along for the ether shroud, it's adjusted the ether dash augment to prevent player from being stuck in an unattended location. And then for the pH flopper, it's to improve the pH slider to work with omnidirectional slides as well. Then for the field upgrade, the Telestorm, the static discharge got addressed, score streaks as well. Some loot got changes. The enemies for the amalgam, they addressed the issue where rarely the player will let go immediately after being grabbed. Man, I know that was annoying right there. Then vermin addressed the issue where vermin could hit twice with one attack. Now, some of the things they already addressed, or they said they was gonna address even in the last notes as well though. So just keep that in mind. So if it ain't changed, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna fire them up and let them know like, hey, this right here is false advertisements right now. And we move further along for the activity. It's talking about the Sound Tribe being addressed, Gobblegum got addressed, the challenge got addressed, and a lot of things for the UI got addressed as well. And one of those things I'm gonna read like right now, it says, updated the in-game pause menu, augment research progress, also along with other visual improvement. And also it said added visual improvement to boss HP bars as well. So big W on that one right there. And they also addressed some issues with the graphics, talking about address the issue in third person where the elemental sword effects would misalign when attacking. So that right there, little bitty thing, but I guess it was an issue. They went on address it, so that's a big W on that one. But that is the end of the zombies. Now let's move over to the Warzone side of things, baby. All right, here we are on the Warzone side of things. We're gonna address some of the things right now. For the map on Urgistan, for the buy station, it goes on to say buy station location have been updated across Urgistan. That's good on that one. Also the Gulag loaders have been refreshed with new weapons and equipment. Good on that one as well. And then for the train, it said The automatic brake release timer has increased to 240 seconds, up from 60 seconds, so that's good on that one. Then Area 99, instead for the buy station, it was 2 additional buy stations have been added to Area 99. Having more buy stations is always going to be a dub. You can never be wrong with that. So big dub on that one as well. And then the season 2 playlist, we get our season 2 playlist right here. So from January 28th tomorrow up until February 20th, rank play, BR for trio will be on Urgent Stand. Then we have Battle Royale, solo, duo, quad for Urgent Stand as well. Then for Resurgence, we have solos, duo, trios, and quads as well on Rebirth Island. But for quads only, it's gonna be for Area 99. And then for Plunder Quad, it's gonna be on Urgent Stand. So again, that's gonna be from January 28th until February 20th. So a big W on that one as well. And now we move further along for rank play. They gave us a brief patches on some rank play stuff right there. And we already talked about the crossplay between PlayStation and Xbox, how you're able to enable and also disable crossplay, so for a better experience. So that's gonna be a big W right there. And then also further along, we talking about some restrictions for rank play. Now we ain't gonna go over all this stuff right here, but I'm just gonna skim down through this because you're more than welcome to pause the video as you will, because it just give a breakdown on placement in SR games like that. Also for deployment fees, whatever rank you are from bronze all the way up to iridescent, you get your deployment fee, which you already know that already. And we move further along for the rewards for Warzone rank play. You get your emblems and charms, stickers, camos, weapon blueprints, the rank camos as well, the calling cards. So big W on that one. And right here, it also says compete in a second season of Battle Royale rank play, earning the following seasonal rewards as you progress. So you get some new rewards this season, because for every season it does say you get some new rewards. So whether it's the first season win all the way down to the top 250 for rank season 2, you're gonna get some emblems and weapon camo. So just keep that in mind. Go stay out, y'all go have fun, and hopefully y'all don't gotta face as many cheaters. And we move further along for general. For the buy station, it says all buy stations, including deployable and standard one, now closed at the beginning of the final circle announcement. So they want to go ahead and make an adjustment towards that. Then for deployable boxes, it said utility boxes such as munition boxes, armor boxes, and others can no longer be placed in the gas. So none of that hiding out in the gas, think you finna get level up. I'm gonna say, I don't want to say the other stuff, but level up in that gas to take advantage of your opponent. They said they're gonna stop that right now, and they give a brief description right here as to why. And we move forward for score streaks. They add a new splat score streak in Battle Royale, which triggers when a player is eliminated while parachuting or skydiving. Then also they have some experience on weapon balance, not even weapon balance, but experience balance for Battle Royale, Resurgent, and Plunder. And this for player XP and also weapon XP. So they made an increasement. What the heck am I talking about? They increased it, across these game modes right here. It goes on to say player and weapon XP rates have been adjusted in Warzone to bring each mode closer in line with one another. So big W on that one as well. Now, as we move further along for the quality of life highlights, we're gonna have advanced UAV. The advanced UAV now displays elevation aerial to indicate player altitude. Man, I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be good right there. They're gonna help a lot of us out. Also Warzone barracks as well, ammo caches, also pinging buyback flares, also match stat tracker and detailed weapon stats. So them doing these nice quality of life highlights, big W on that one. It goes on to say some stats adjusted by the attachment were not represented. The new stats better reflect reality. So big W. Can't wait to see that. Then for the fade distance, it says the fade distance for loadout and cash drop crates while parachuting has been reduced to 300 meters for improved visibility. Now I know when I'm flying in the air and that loadout is to be in my way, and it does obscure your vision. So them improving the visibility, big W. I know it's a little bitty thing, it's a small thing. We know it's a major thing they gotta fix and address, but that right there, I like it. I ain't gonna lie, I definitely like it. They also made some, for the combat, they made some things for the body shield. Victims are no longer automatically released mid-air. It also says the outline of the victim previously visible through walls have been disabled, and then also players can no longer release a victim without executing them first. So I like that change right there. And we move further along for the movement for jumping. It said increase both jump speed and successful jump height with one unmodified successful jump. And a lot of these things they already addressed in the last patch notes. I just hope they deliver right here in season 2. Also, it goes on to say, we're reverting some jump penalties to the value used last year, which is good. So hopefully, slightly, the bunny hop can come back. It also says, this marks the first step in our jump evaluation, and we'll revisit this topic again in the future. So hopefully they can deliver right now, or if not, they may make some more adjustment probably by the time of like the season 2 reloaded, and if not that, it may come in season 3. And they also made some adjustments to the parachutes. And we move further along for the new perks that we're gonna have for Warzone. We're gonna have the reactive camo that's gonna be in perks like 2. It also said your armor will regenerate up to 50% if you have not taken damage in the last 5 seconds. And this will be an event reward. Also, they made some adjustments to the tracker as well, dexterity, mountaineer, and veteran as well. And also for our equipment for the munition satchel, now only provide 1 additional item down from 2. Also for tacticals and lethal, it said maximum deployed tacticals and lethal reduced to 2 each, down from 3. So they want to just bring it down a notch so nobody won't be able to spam these things. So I guess this really is a good thing, because when you ever have too many, so to speak, then it gets a bit annoying. Also for the impact grenade as well. And also it made a default stack size increase from 2, from 3. So big W on that one as well. And also for the thermobaric as well, the frag grenade, experimental gas grenade, stem shots as well. So for the stem shot, it's a straight slide velocity with stem slightly reduced. Dang, boy, they ain't playing around, boy. They didn't slightly nerf the stem shot. They say this combination of stem and omnidirectional slides exceeded normal velocity thresholds. This adjustment brings it back in line with regular gameplay metrics. So, hey, they don't want you out here just abusing them stem shots. So they went on and did that though. And then for the kill streaks, for the advanced UAV, they made some adjustment, and also for the bunker buster, also for the field upgrades, they did as well. The weapon for the general, they made some big changes for the reload speed. Reload speed have been improved across all weapons, with increasing ranging from 5% to 20% depending on the weapon class, such as from MW3 with the assault rifle, marksman rifle, so forth and so on. But it's going to affect the MW3 weapons, MW2, and also Black Ops 6 as well. And we move further along, bullet penetration has been adjusted, weapon swap have been increased by 10%. The sprint to fire has been reduced as well. So there have been a lot of changes within weapons. And then we also talked about the new weapons such as the PPSH and so forth and so on, that I'm not gonna go over and over again right there. But as we move further along for the weapon adjustment, there was a lot of weapon adjustments, right now for Warzone, for the AK-74, so forth and so on. As y'all see, as I be scrolling down, there was a nerf to the GPR-91, as it shows right here. But we're gonna keep on moving further along to see what's some other good things that we can go over for you all. That way we won't bore you out with all this type of content when it comes to this. And then as you see for loot, it said lootable perks. The available perks from ground loot have been updated as well. So such as the shrouded, irradiated, veteran, reflexes, sprinter, and also temper. And then lootable weapon, all ground loot weapon builds have been refreshed for the new season. So having a new weapon refreshed for the new season always is a W, because using them same weapon get kind of boring and stale, and sometimes you don't pick up the best ground loot. And then contracts have been adjusted as well. And also for public events, say the runaway train, this event now has 10% chance to occur in the 5th circle of Battle Royale. So that's a good thing too. We got some challenges for the War Tactician and Deadeye as well. Vehicles, the damage adjustments for the C4 and the IED damage have been slightly adjusted to ensure greater consistency when destroying vehicles. And then for the UI UX, it said post-match XP widget. Updated XP widget to provide more information after a match. So, hey, it ain't nothing wrong with that. Get some more information, more clarity. Big W on that one. The audio, the third-party reverb, got some adjustment right there. Reducing reverb effects to improve directionality of movement audio produced by other players, such as footsteps, ascenders, and parachutes. They got to keep on improving on audio as a whole. They made adjustment to the parachute and also self-revive. Player will now hear the enemy's self-revive sound. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big W. And as you see right now, bug fixing has a lot of bug fixes that need to be addressed. And we just gonna be skimming through this right now, and you're more than welcome to go through all this. But that's gonna end the patch note for all modes such as multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. And y'all let me know in the comment section, what are y'all most curious and want to see? The anti-cheat should be the #1 thing, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all gonna say the anti-cheat, but if it's not, let me know in the comment section. But that's gonna wrap up today's video. If y'all enjoyed today's content, then consider subscribing to the channel to stay up to date with all things related to Call of Duty content. It would be greatly appreciated to have you part of this community. But regardless, baby, y'all enjoy yourselves, and remember to eat good and sleep good. One love.